Welcome back to Mass Effect 1 with Tristan Shepard. We've just been handed the keys to this hot new ride. I'm told we need to hunt down Saren and stop him from finding the conduit and bringing the Reapers back. Even though the conduit's got nothing to do with bringing the Reapers back. It's just a way to get to the Citadel. You could have just as easily used a spaceship. Never needed to attack Eden Prime in the first place. It's all kind of silly. But what can you do?
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Listen up, Normandy.
This is your commander speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. And I refuse to let anything get in the way of that mission.
Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Fancy speeches won't stop Saren from finding the conduit. If we really want to make the captain proud, we better get this bird in the air.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what am I going to do now? I think we should go talk to our newest crew members. Hello? Nothing? What? Nothing, huh? Can't even click on you. Why do you have a little circle if I can't click on you? Alright, let's go meet with our newest crew members.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's not the end of the world. You'll have tougher decisions soon enough.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
I'm not sure exactly what that says. Basically, we're going to do it Shepard's way. You're not going to do it Garrus's way. We're going to do it my way. Let's go with this.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
I actually went through one playthrough where he said that. I said, okay, fine, and I never talked to him again.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
All three of those say
Well,
the
there was
same.
this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
You're still here. It can't be all that bad.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I won't, because the Krogan are totally ridiculous. I'm sorry, the biology just doesn't work.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
No, it's bad writing.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
How do you have a stillborn egg?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Well, then obviously you don't really give a rip about the genophage.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Yeah, the writing on the genophage and Krogan, in particular Krogan reproductive rates, is so bad. It's just like totally bad science. Now, I don't really want to hit up all the codex stuff with Tally here.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Why does every one of these basically blame the Quarians? Why can't I take the Quarian side? Why can't I say, oh, well, that sucks?
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Genetic diversity, that means you have to marry somebody on this new ship? You're not allowed to have relations with anybody else? It's just got to be the people on that ship? Is that the law? I mean, otherwise, making you go to a new ship is not going to enhance genetic diversity unless you're going to force people to mate with people on that new ship and nobody else.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Yeah, I'm not going to ask about this. She'll tell us about the Conclave and the Admiralty Board and yada yada yada.
I should go.
See you later.
See you later. See you later. Tally's so cute. Well, I think for this playthrough, I am going to do Noveria, then Therum, and then Vermeer, and save Pharos for last. And the reason I want to do it in that order, and I'm not sure I've ever done it in that order, is because I want to find out about the post Vermeer mind meld thingy with Liara. I mean, you always have a mind meld after Vermeer because you've gotten a new piece. You've gotten a new piece of the puzzle from the beacon in Saren's lab. But if we do it in the order of Noveria first, we find out where the Mu relay is, and then we go pick up Liara, and there won't be any mind meld then because there won't be any mind meld then. But after we do Vermeer, we will now have picked up the complete message from the beacon, but we don't have the cipher yet. And I want to find out what Liara is going to say after getting the entire beacon message but not having the cipher. So that's why I'm going to do it now. And also for story reasons, I can do it going Vermeer first for this guy because, Noveria first for this guy because he's an engineer, he's interested in high-tech stuff, and Noveria sounds like it's got a lot of high-tech stuff. So let's head out there. That sounds good. And then one of the crew is going to recommend going to get Liara. And this guy's always seeking acceptance. He's always seeking to be accepted by people. He happens to think being a badass will get him respect. But he's always hoping deep down to be accepted by people. And so when the crew suggests he go off and get Liara, he's going to do that. And then he gets called from the council, and we'll head off to Vermeer and do that. And then finally we'll finish up with Pharos. So that's the order we're going to do this in. We're going to start out with Noveria first. So let's head out there. Alright. And it's a straight shot right to Noveria. That's another reason to go right to Noveria. It's a straight shot. One jump and we're there.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live-fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Well, as we find out in Mass Effect 3, it was self-aware. EDI tells us she was becoming self-aware.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
So, you don't want to destroy the facility, but you don't mind if Shepard gets killed. Uh-huh. Okay. Shepard cannot be that terribly important then, huh? He's expendable, the facility's not.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Now, who am I going to take? I don't know. Who should I take? Oh. I thought I saw a little blue dot I could click on. Well, I want a biotic, so I'm going to take Caden. Having a biotic around is always a good thing. Maybe we'll take Garrus. Yeah, let's take Garrus.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Okay, it's about 25 minutes now. I think that's enough for this episode. When we get back... Ooh, it's cold. I can hear the wind. Anyway, when we get back, we will try to find out what's going on here in Noveria. We've had reports of Geth, and we want to find out what's going on. So, until next time, have a nice day.